Good evening, my non-existent viewers. How's everyone doing tonight? It is May 1st. I'm recording this at 10:45 on Wednesday night. Happy May Day, everybody. This is going to be the May Day skizzo rambling. I'm honestly dumbfounded. We're officially a third of the way done with the year. And I think I finally cracked the reason why I love to listen to alternative and punk rock and 90s, 2000s, emo, angsty shit. During March and April, not just because it was my anniversary of seeing Green Day in concert for the first time, because every March and April is where the most fuckery happens every year, both the bad kind and the good kind. But yeah, it's finally May, so it's like, I feel pretty good about the rest of the year, whether I stay here at my dad's house, working at the dog place, or move again for another big adventure in the zoo world. We'll see what happens. I'm still looking. I've had interviews, still waiting to hear back from one, and another one. I got the interview, but I didn't. They made shows other candidates. Mwah mwah. I gotta keep looking and not get discouraged. And I think I lost my top dasher status with DoorDash because I really haven't been DoorDashing that much. My current workplace has been putting us to absolute work lately because we're understaffed. I talked about this in my last schedule rambling, I'll say it again here. I haven't seen nearly as many coworkers coming and going from this old place compared to my old place in Colorado when I was a senior at CSU and freshly graduated. I've noticed that people in this neighborhood have left the workplace sort of in waves. Yeah, we'll have a bunch of people quit roughly at the same time within the span of 4 to 5 to 6 weeks. But we'll keep the same amount of staff the next 2 to 3 months. But yeah, anyways, this is we've just been understaffed. I've been taking a lot of extra shifts lately, so I don't really need to DoorDash as much because I'm my current income is just fine. From Dogtopia, I'm saving wear and tear on my car. But yeah, anyways, we're officially third way done the year. I thought I could just very quickly give my film ranking of all the films I've seen so far this year from worst to best. Excuse me. I'll get through this as quick as I can. My worst movie of the year so far is Night Swim, Holy Mackerel. Just when I thought Megan broke the whole curse on January horror films last year while I was living in Nebraska, this movie came along and ruined it once again. This movie's not scary at all. It's just super boring and cringe. My second worst movie of the year so far is Madam Web. Honestly, it's just a meme, the clown on this movie, and in my opinion at least, it's better than Morbius. I mean, it's still a pile of shit, but it's not boring shit, if that makes sense. And in my opinion at least, annoying movies like Madam Web are worse than boring movies like Morbius. Because at least on some level, a film is still engaging with its narrative, even though the characters are totally insufferable. While boring films are just why am I watching this? It's just background noise at that point. But anyway, number 8, and it's funny, this is kind of a top 10 list. Number 8 goes to Argyle. Again, this film's nothing much, really. I think the trailer's kind of overhyped it a little bit. I mean, I liked Henry Cavill in the movie, both as an actor and as a person. He seems like a really cool guy. But Argyle's just the ending, just I clocked out at the end. I was just what is going on? This is way too confusing. But yeah, number 7 spot goes to Mean Girls 2024. I've listened to this film's soundtrack quite a bit in the past few months since it came out. I understand it's the film adaptation of the Broadway musical Mean Girls, which that Broadway musical is really good. I haven't been to the show, but I've heard some of the songs from it, and yeah, they translate well. Ali Carvalho, genius casting choice, please call me. Hee hee hee. And my number 6 spot goes to Kung Fu Panda 4. I understand why this film upset DreamWorks fans, but I mean, my friends Danny, Shane, and I had a great time watching it, and I think it's worth a watch. I mean, it definitely would have been better with the Furious 5 in it, instead of just sliding it at the end of the movie. I'll give the haters that much. That's one thing I definitely don't disagree with. But yeah, overall, I really enjoyed Kung Fu Panda 4. I'm really excited for what DreamWorks is doing next in September with The Wild Robot. That looks awesome. And my number 5 spot goes to Godzilla X Kong. Yeah, it is it's so silly compared to Godzilla -1, which again, I'm so proud of that movie that won the Oscar for Best Visual Effects. It's a good time to be a Godzilla fan with this. And, Toho, both studios, great job. Keep up the good work. I don't care, how stupid this movie is compared to Godzilla Minus One. It was just dumb fun. It's like this little spoilers. Like Kong gets the Kong glove to like kisses "I Was Made for Loving You." And it's funny how much Gene Simmons of Kiss hates playing that song. It's like do 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 do, kill me please, do 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 do. And yeah, he said that in interviews. Yeah, Kong gets the Kong glove to that song, and him and Godzilla just like fight other monsters. And yeah, it's just overall a great time. Anyways, my number 4 spot. This is not a film I had the chance to review. I actually just saw it last night. I was really exhausted because I got off work at like 9 p.m. and went off to see this movie, like a late night showing at the local theater near my dog place. And when I got home, it was like 1 in the morning, and I was way too exhausted. I just fell asleep. But Challengers with Zendaya. This movie is sexy. Like this film, it's a lot of fun. It's quite ridiculous and outrageous. It's a sports movie. I don't like sports. I don't care about sports. I don't follow sports. I'm not a sports fan at all. So sports movies are usually not my cup of tea, but Challengers is like one of those exceptions. Like I would give it a 7 out of 9 stars. It's a really likable film. Now, my number 3 spot, this is probably a hot take of mine, goes to Civil War, which, I understand why this movie is not everyone's cup of tea, but Alex Garland, he's such a unique director. I really like the performances and his thought-provoking messages, and it's just such an intriguing film that came out at a very warning time, if that makes any sense. But I think as a movie, I have to watch a second time to really understand what was going on. Especially because I was like kind of late coming into this movie, unfortunately. I kind of overestimated how much time I needed to go to the grocery store before seeing the movie. I missed like the first like 5-10ish minutes of it, sadly. But yeah, that's okay. And my second favorite movie of the year so far is Dune Part 2. Ugh, this is so worth the wait. Denis Villeneuve. It's funny, Zendaya is in 2 of my like, top 5 favorite films of the year so far. Like, countdown, like, this is her year, and she is beautiful. And, like, I actually just saw on a Wikipedia page that, like, she's a vegetarian, so she eats a lot of nuts. Tom Holland's gonna find this video and be like, what the fuck, TVB9? But yeah, anyways, yeah, Dune Part 2 is such a fantastic film, and like, when's Part 3 coming out? Like, come on, man. And lastly, my favorite movie of the year so far, like Challengers, I did not have the chance to review this movie because I was going to, but again, it was like last Tuesday. I know I'm late to this party. I was gonna make a late night review for it, but when I got home, my house randomly lost internet, and I was just like, screw it, I'm just going to bed. Yeah, my favorite film of the year so far is Monkey Man. This film is something else. My boy Dev Patel, like, I have a lot of respect for him, both as an actor and as a director. I still haven't seen Slumdog Millionaire, but this film definitely made me want to do so. And yeah, he's especially come a long way since that Unholy 2010 film, that, the abomination that we do not speak of. And yeah, like, I know he's always had the chops to be like a leading man in a film, and yeah, he kicks so much bahookie. It's not even funny in this film. And Charlton Copley is in it too. Charlton Copley got his big break back in 2009 with District 9. And yeah, that movie turns 15 years old this year. That film is such a classic. And Charlton Copley, he's like the one actor where even the movie is like absolute dog shit, he'll still be the best part about it. Because I know he's only in this film briefly, basically has like a glorified cameo, but every time he's on screen, it's just like, he's so charismatic that you're just like, oh my gosh. And the film is very interestingly shot. The cinematography, the editing is very choppy, like on purpose. There's a lot of close-up shots of the characters, which some people have found like kind of unnerving, but I thought it was really cool. The action scenes are very hard-hitting. The violence, I got such a Kyrat vibe from this movie. Like, it was like playing Far Cry 4 and like revisiting Kyrat. That's a game I haven't played in ages. That was the vibe that I got. Like, call me stupid. Yeah, it's especially the whole like fighting ring that Charlton Copley's character hosts. It reminds me of like the Shanath Arena stage where Ajay, like, he plays Ajay, and like these naked ladies in skirts, like they are topless, and they throw them into like a pit full of like tigers and clouded leopards, and bad guys wanting to shoot him, and you have to like fight your way out. And there's the whole endless challenge. Oh, that was my shit back in like high school. But yeah, this movie reminded me a lot of that game, which bonus points. And I love its like religious and political themes. You know, like it's a very unique film, and very sexy too. So I'm like Dev Patel, whatever he directs next. I hope his career is off to a cool start. Very much indeed. But yeah, 2024 seems like it's gonna be a promising year for like monkey themed movies or primate themed films like Godzilla X Kong, you know, with Kong and the Monsterverse, the giant gorilla, and like Monkey Man, because this film touches base on a lot of like themes about monkeys and wildlife, and with the upcoming like Kingdom for the Planet of the Apes film, we're revisiting that franchise. I'm excited for that next weekend. But yeah, 2024 has been a promising year for like primate themed movies. Anyways, I wanted to say a very special like 25th anniversary to SpongeBob SquarePants. That is one of my favorite cartoons of all time. Like that and Avatar: Last Airbender. Those other two cartoons are like really shaping into the person that I am today. And I have to do something special for it. And it's like it's 25 years of SpongeBob. It's like, hey, what's better than 24? What? 25. It's like my coworker Holly like made that joke at us like after we're done cleaning up the rooms in the dog daycare today. Like they're hilarious. I love working with those people. So yeah, if I don't get a job at a zoo this year, at this point I can live with that. Like it's not ideal. Like I still have this dream, this ambition that I want to do in my life, but like just taking it one day at a time at this point. I really need to learn how to control my anger and just like soothe my temper when things get too overwhelming, because I don't want to act like irrationally around others. I want to work in a field with animals. But yeah, life is good. I'm keeping myself busy looking at those kind of jobs, and I'm trying to do more creative stuff. I feel bad about not uploading for 2 weeks in a row between my last Skizzo Rambling, April Fool's Day, and my Civil War like Discount Tuesday review. Yeah, I feel bad about that. I really am determined, like, upload probably twice a week this coming May, at least. Maybe like one live stream, like 8 videos on a monthly basis. We'll see. We'll see how things play out, I guess. But yeah, I have a pretty good feeling about things overall. Like, it's May, and I'm gonna check in while I got my laptop right here, so I'm gonna take a look at my community tab really fast. Oh, okay, we only got 2 votes on my Would You Rather Wednesday poll, and both say like, hey, would you rather save your summer playlist? And they say May 1st to August 31st. So yeah, thank you for voting in that poll. That is much greatly, highly appreciated of you. Thank you very much. But yeah, SpongeBob, it's so many classic lines. Like I got home from work, I took a shower, right? And I made myself a big fat bowl of ramen noodles and rice. And while watching the first like 2 episodes of SpongeBob. You know, again, the spirit for this video, and to help one episode, like, anchovies! And SpongeBob meeting Sandy in the tree dome, and he can't breathe there, and he has the infamous, I need it! line. But yeah, to be honest, viewers, I think you guys would like shorter Skizzo ramblings anyway. Like, I'm just making an educated guess. Like, feel free to crack me in the comments if you guys want these Skizzo ramblings to be longer than this, or if you want more bite-sized and just more straight to the point. Yeah, it's just kind of what's been going on in my life lately. You know, we're 3rd way done with the year, and April and March are what it really determines what the rest of the year is going to look like from my experience. But hey, I'm going to enjoy the ride either way. It's all good in the hood, man. Alright, yeah, thank you so much for watching this Skizzo Rambling. I know this one was a lot shorter than they usually are. It's just like, I need to go to bed. Alright, thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to hit that thumbs up like button and all that good jazz, and comment something like, Pickle Sue in the comments. Alright, stay beastly.